All right, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Pete, again. We are here for stage 3 of the level up racing on the Hilly Reverse. Came into this one, it's a late night race. I didn't have a lot of time to look at the group that was in the pen with. So just racing blind, kind of see what's going on. Goal was to stick with the front group as best as I could, especially going up over the first lap of the Hilly KOM Reverse. I haven't done this this side of that climb in quite a while. Usually I'm coming up the shorter, steeper side. This one's kind of tricky because you have that first steep section, but then it just kind of drags out for a while. So not necessarily my forte. We'll see how it goes. So far, so good. Pretty a little spicy out of the gate. That first little pitch up out of Watopia downtown always gets people, but managed to stick with the group. I noticed early on that there was a guy, Melhorn, who was pushing on the front quite a bit, and after the race I went and looked. He's one of those racers that they might do 3 or 4 races a year, so the racing score decays, but they're much stronger than the racing score suggests. So I'm just going to slow it down a little bit as we come up on this climb here. Trying to stick in the top 4 or 5. I definitely don't want to be pushing up over the top. I'm not the strongest in these groups. You can see BRAEk there really pushing hard. Just one, so I'm not too worried if one person goes off the front. I like to be in third wheel here. And then we get a couple of people pushing a little bit harder, so I stick on the wheels. And getting over the section, we can see there's gaps of 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 7 and 8, 10, depending on the group. And now we've got a group up front here of 5, and then the 3 seconds to the next one. And this group is actually the one that's going to stick away for most of the rest of this lap. I like to see it's not steep anymore, but just draggy. So you can't just let off the gas as you get over that steep section. Melhorn here pushing at the front. Like I said, not a little chance to rest until you actually get to the proper downhill. Try my best to stick with this group, because the last thing I want is to have any gap as we crest the hill and it goes downhill. If you get to that point and the gap on a downhill goes from 2 seconds to 4 seconds to you're gone pretty quickly. So pushing pretty hard here just to stick on this group, but happy to have Melhorn push the pace, and that gap is already out to 21 seconds as we come across the banner here for the Hilly KOM. So I'm just gonna speed it up here between the laps. Nothing, no big moves. It does after we get through the downhill and get in the downtown. You see we ease up a little bit, but I don't need to be on front. Melhorn is quite happy to be on front, and good for him. He's the strongest of the bunch, and he's going to drive the pace, and happy to let him do it. We're up to 23 seconds now, so this group is fairly safe to stay away, as long as we can all stick together through the aces. And see, group 2, they're starting to attack each other a little bit, especially as we come through the aces here. They start to break up, and a broken up group 2 is even better, because they're not going to be able to catch on. Once that cohesiveness breaks, it's they're going to stick away. They're going to stay in the back for a while, and we're pretty safe up front. Managing to stay with this group through the S's. Again, Melhorn sticking on the front and driving that pace. It's pretty decent gap. A couple people have it up to 20 seconds, but nothing much to worry about, as we're just getting ready to leave these Italian villas and head over towards the Hilly KOM. Again, a little push here on this last little rise. A lot of people will go for that one. It's a common place. And this other one here, the pace is definitely being pushed by Melhorn, trying to separate us, weaken our legs before we get to the climb. Now here on the second one, here is sort of where I'm going to share my dangerous tale of what not to do on this one. I'm going to slow it up a little bit more. See, Melhorn's on the front again, pushing the pace. We're well within the draft. I don't have the draft meter up on here, but you're definitely saving quite a few watts until you get up above 5%. Here, I keep pushing, and I make the mistake here of just pushing too hard. I see Sumida off the back, and I'm like, oh geez, well maybe I should push keep going and push him off the back. I see 2 seconds, 4 seconds. Oh, I need to keep pushing, make sure that he's off the back. And I go a little bit too deep here. And then as soon as you crest over, they go over the top. And I've burnt those matches. And then Melhorn makes that push on that second little rise. And I don't have anything left in the tank. See, my heart rate's well over 190 here after making that push. And then Bouchard comes over the top of me here, and I just don't have anything left to go after him. So obviously in hindsight, it was a terrible move, and I realized it quite quickly. Because Sumida, not a great sprinter. Even if he stuck with us, I'd probably be able to take him on the line, and I would have had a shot at a better finish than fourth. But now I'm locked into fourth at this point. Sumida's 16 seconds behind. Bouchard is 5 seconds up the road. And this is what happens when you don't have a chance to really think about who you're racing against, when you're just sort of jumping into a race blind. Just speed it up here as it's just me dangling off the back of Bouchard about 6 seconds for the rest of the race. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about the person I was trying to push off the back of the pack. Wasn't really a strong sprinter, not someone who I needed to worry about at the finish. Instead, just getting a little bit over eager and pushing harder than I should have, burning those matches, and then not having anything to respond when that next little rise came up and I was dropped off the back. Anyways, finished fourth, which was better than my race just the night before. But yeah, don't do that on the Hilly KOM Reverse. Be smart. Don't be like me. Thanks again for watching. If you guys like this video, click the like, click subscribe. I'll be back again with another one soon. We have a lot of race coming up. Cool. See you soon.